On a sharp Christmas morning, I stood quietly near the kitchen island. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee filled the air when distant voices floated through the house, shattering my sense of normalcy. My wife, Leah, was in the spare bedroom talking with her sister Nora. Their conversation seeped through a vent left ajar. "He's pathetic," Leah sneered, her tone dripping with contempt. Every smile, every hug, every gift I gave him was a charade.
I used his money to buy them.
He's like a trained dog, blindly loyal. Nora's harsh laughter sliced through the quiet, mocking and cold. I gripped my coffee cup tighter, feeling the warmth slip away as Leah continued. "I'm exhausted from pretending. He trusts too easily, he's fragile. I don't feel a thing for him anymore." Their laughter lingered, sour and bitter against the cheerful morning. I stood by the softly glowing Christmas tree, my determination hardening into something unbreakable. The house was still except for the gentle crackle of the fireplace. This day should have been filled with warmth, stockings hung, faint carols drifting, the joyful promise of celebration, but a subtle tension gnawed at me, a hidden discord beneath the festive surface. Leah's family had arrived for the holidays, and Nora was settled in the guest room upstairs. I had risen early, seeking peace before the chaos of presents and conversation. Then came their voices through the vent, cutting, sharp as broken glass. At first, I questioned my hearing, but Leah's words sharpened again. "I bought myself that bracelet I showed you," she said. "Told him it was his gift to me. He didn't even suspect a thing." Nora snickered. "Seriously, he's that clueless." Leah's response was a dagger. Blind and weak. I could feed him any lie, and he'd swallow it whole. I stared into the flickering flames, my coffee cooling beside me, as a silent vow took root. I would never let her witness me breaking, but I would dismantle her life piece by piece until she confronted the man she discarded. Throughout Christmas Day, I wore a mask of calm. I handed out gifts, smiled for photos, and laughed at tired jokes. When Leah leaned in, I pressed a gentle kiss to her cheek, my face steady. She had no inkling I was recording her betrayal in detail. Hidden in my coat, my phone captured every word she and Nora whispered, thinking they were alone. They giggled over the jacket I'd bought myself, paid for with my own money. That night, as the family gathered by the fire, I slipped upstairs to our study. Our home security system, a network of cameras and microphones, had recorded the exchange in the guest room. The vent's audio was faint but damning, and my phone's recording clarified every word. I saved the files, closed the laptop, and returned downstairs to celebrate, slicing the cake with calm precision. Later, as Leah slept beside me, I lay awake, carefully planning her downfall. Her gravest mistake was underestimating me. As a cybersecurity specialist for international firms, I had access to digital trails she never dreamed of. By dawn, I uncovered a trove of secrets, emails between Leah and a man named Marcus, a hidden credit card in my name, and a private chat group called Surviving Mr. Boring, with Nora and two others, mercilessly mocking me. "He's so boring it hurts," Leah typed. I told him I loved him, then texted Marcus to come over. Every message, every transaction, every deception was archived in a folder I labeled her ruin. Sleep evaded me as I schemed. The day after Christmas, I gifted Leah a week-long spa retreat with Nora, paid for by the credit card I planned to deactivate. "You're too generous," she purred, oblivious to the cold in my eyes. "You deserve it," I replied with a smile. As their plane took off, I contacted my lawyer. "Prepare the divorce papers," I instructed. "Hold off serving them for 2 weeks." "Building the case?" she asked. "No," I said firmly. "I'm tearing hers down." With Leah away, I moved swiftly. I froze our joint accounts, canceled her secret card, and redirected all bills to a new account under my name. I changed every password, from banking to streaming services. By the time she arrived at the spa, her cards were useless. She called, puzzled but lighthearted. "Honey, my cards aren't working.
Can you fix it?"
Feigning concern, I said, "That's strange. I'll look into it. Enjoy your trip." She laughed and hung up, unaware of the storm I was unleashing. Next, I compiled a damning portfolio titled Leia's Truth. It contained screenshots of her cruel texts, evidence of flirtations with Marcus, and audio from their Christmas morning betrayal. In the chat group, she mocked our vows, laughing about faking devotion. I sent the dossier to her parents, her employer, HR, her book club leader, and my relatives, including my sister, who had always liked her. The proof was undeniable, a meticulous breakdown of her lies. Then I cut all ties. I blocked her number, deleted our shared photos, and packed her belongings, sending them to her parents' home with no message. Her voicemail inbox filled with desperate, angry messages. I ignored every one. 2 days before she was to return, I moved out, renting a sleek city loft. When Leia landed, she found the locks changed. She pounded on the door, called the building manager, even contacted the police. But the property belonged solely to me now. She filed a complaint, accusing me of emotional abuse and claiming I'd misread a joke. I was prepared. I sent my lawyer a rebuttal file with time-stamped evidence of her manipulation, her mocking audio, financial deceit, and a recording where she told Nora, "If he fights back, I'll just cry. He'll fold." Her accusations crumbled under the weight of proof. A week later, Nora messaged me. "Leia's falling apart. She won't eat, lost her job, keeps yelling. Please talk to her."
I didn't reply.
Leia had enjoyed causing me pain. Now, she was drowning in her own. Days after, a mysterious package arrived at my loft. Inside, a gray envelope marked, "To you," held photos of Leia and Marcus laughing together in our kitchen, dated weeks before Christmas. An anonymous note included Marcus's text to a friend. "She thinks I'm serious. I just needed a place to crash for the holidays." Even her lover had used her. Unmoved, I sent copies of the photos to her parents, where Leia now stayed, with a note. "This is who she betrayed me for." Nora reached out once more, quieter this time. Leia's shattered. She won't leave her bed. Her mom's at her limit. I read the message and closed the app. Leia's silence echoed the isolation I'd felt that Christmas morning. Her laughter replaced by defeat. I had become the predator she never saw coming. Months later, the divorce was finalized. I sold the house, restored my finances, and moved forward. Leia requested a meeting for closure. I declined. She sued for emotional damages. The judge dismissed her case. I kept a spare phone, its screen lighting up with her frantic texts. Sometimes I turned it on, not to respond, but to remind myself of the lesson. Those who fake love often overlook who's truly watching. My calm was my victory, an unspoken thunder far louder than her betrayal. Was my response revenge or survival?